So, welcome to day 13 of my 31-day video challenge. I had these amazing intentions to get up this morning and get caught up on some paperwork because I seem to have accumulated quite a bit of just niggly to do things, and I wanted to make sure I got it done. And because I just had that vibe that I'm falling behind, and I don't like that feeling. I like to feel on top of things, and it reminded me of how I wake up in the morning and how I set my intention for the day really flavors how things are going to go. And it reminded me of a TED talk about stress and how it impacts you and the body. But I think my biggest takeaway from this one is kind of ties into that, how you're going to set your intention for the day. Now, here's the coolest revelation from this one. I'll put a link to the TED talk below so you can go watch it yourself. Now, the stress function that I found fascinating is this. If you think your day is going to be stressful, you're going to feel the effects of stress even if nothing stressful happens. And then if you are feeling the effects of stress, one of the impacts is it affects your working memory. So if you're finding yourself being forgetful, short-tempered, short-fused, if you're starting to feel exhausted and lots of mind fog, it could be, it might not, but it could be a stress reaction. Now, you might not have any stress in your life, but you could just it's almost like you're going to walk through your day armored up, to steal from Brene Brown. If you're ready I'm ready to rock and roll, I'm ready to let's rumble, let's hit it. Well, whether or not you actually get into any kind of a stressful thing, it's going to hit you anyway. So I thought that was fascinating about how you approach your day, how you approach things that happen through your day. Is it stressful? I was like, let's just roll with it. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Last Monday, where I live was hit with a really massive hailstorm. The hail that hit my house was basically the size of mandarin oranges. I have a canvas top gazebo in my backyard. That canvas topper was shredded. The vinyl siding on my house is punctured and punched holes in it like you wouldn't believe. My neighbor, exact same thing. They were a little bit more hit. Their back windows actually broke. They're all boarded up now. Now, what was interesting is the after effect of that. Chatting with my neighbor, and they were like, oh, I feel like, we've gotten off okay. We haven't been hit by a bad storm for a while. And they made the comment that, well, it just felt like it was our turn and it targeted us, and that's how it goes. And I'm like, that's an interesting take, that somehow we were the target of a storm. Whereas I looked at it, I'm like, that's nature. That's random. This is why I have insurance. No big deal. It'll get fixed eventually. It'll be fine. Right? Life happens. This is not something I can control. I can't control the storm coming. I couldn't control the cleanup. I can't control the volume that the insurance companies and all the vinyl siding repair people are going to be dealing with. It's going to be what it's going to be, and it's going to be absolutely fine. It'll work out in the end. So I thought it was just interesting how we have a slightly different perspective and interpretation of those events. And it kind of made me think about, when you start your day, setting those intentions and how you're going to show up, and realizing that it actually has a physical health impact to you. So anyway, I thought I'd share those little tidbits. And if it helps you out, amazing. Thank you again for being on this little vloggy type journey with me as I kind of get more comfy with social media, as I challenge myself. And again, part of the goal was to show the human, i.e. someone dealing with the storm and all the repercussions in my backyard looking like a combat zone, the effects of life storming through my backyard. Anyway, have an amazing, what day is it? Tuesday. And I'll see you tomorrow.